Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our third presentation this week. Today, we got a tough matchup between your West Deptford Eagles and the Garnets of Haddon Heights. A storied rivalry here, especially the past couple years, Joe. Two close games last year. I remember the home opener in the Nest on last year, late December. That game was electric. Eagles did come up short, but went right back to Haddon Heights a couple months later and beat them. So these teams,
it's been so exciting to see this rivalry grow. Just some really exciting basketball from both programs who continue to improve, continue to get better, and here we go.
As that is Nick Lucidus misses the three. That's number 3, Reggie Dillard on the rebound. Tommy Franklin playing him close. 5 seconds closely guarded, and Tommy Franklin's hyped up. Got the energy going early for the Eagles.
And that's what it's about on these Saturday morning games. Different atmosphere. Again, no fans in the building. But Saturdays in general, fans or no fans, are tough to get up for. So that's exactly what you want to see early on here.
Absolutely. As Grayson Rosales looks to start. Haddon Heights going with the zone early here. Danny Curry looking for something. Beecroft makes a move. And Danny Curry will reset.
Great movement by the Eagles early on. Love that they're trying to attack.
Beecroft, but he's blocked by Reggie Dillard, the guard going up on the big man. As this is Isaiah Turner, kicks out to Isaiah Waters for 3, no good. Danny Curry with the rebound.
Great position by Danny Curry right there to get that rebound. Gotta have the boards today.
As Tommy Franklin dives on the floor, and will set the offense back up for the Eagles. Joe, we saw the Eagles on Tuesday, started off hot. Didn't end well. Obviously on Thursday did not have a great matchup with Sterling either, but definitely some heart in this team, definitely some energy that you love to see. As you see, Grayson Rosales playing some hard defense.
Mr. Morell and I were talking about it the other day. We might have graduated a lot, a very talented team we had last year, but to see these boys continue to fight and put it together, they're going to be competitive all year. I don't care who we go against.
As Tommy Franklin will pick up the foul there, his first, team's first. And Haddon Heights will check it in from the corner. This Haddon Heights team lost a lot of talent last year. Names like Evan Campbell and Tayshawn Presley, great players for Haddon Heights last year. Big losses, but they're returning some talent, seems like.
Absolutely. When you and I walked in the gym today, we couldn't believe the height and size for this Haddon Heights basketball program, but they have definitely become a force to be reckoned with in the Colonial Conference, and based on what we're seeing right here, I don't see this team going anywhere for the next couple years.
Absolutely agree. As that's Reggie Dillard in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound, Grayson Rosales. And Jashir Brooks will give it to Isaiah Waters. He looks to move. Reggie Dillard back out to Nick Lucidus.
Yeah, Reggie Dillard, sophomore out there on the floor for Haddon Heights. As you can see, they're pretty senior and junior heavy.
Yeah, and he's been dynamic so far as he gets the Garnets on the board first with a 3-0 lead. Yeah, he's already been dynamic so far, playing some good defense, leading his team on offense, and he hits a 3 right there.
You can see he's the inbounder as well. He definitely understands this team and what they're doing. Very impressive from a sophomore.
As Aiden Cranmer loses handle on the ball, and it'll be a turnover. And Sergio Morel will check in, a young sophomore for the Eagles. Also a dynamic player for the Eagles.
I love Sergio's game. He's going to keep getting better and better. It's such a welcome addition to West Deptford basketball.
As Dillard gives it out to Waters.
Great D by Cranmer right now, all over him.
The freshman. And they'll call a foul there on, I believe, Tommy Franklin. That'll be his second, team second.
Ooh, that's a quick 2 for Franklin. Got to be careful. Looks like Curry's going to come in for Franklin right now.
Yeah. we talked about it on Tuesday, but how about Tommy Franklin coming out this year with a 6-foot frame on him?
If people could see what that young man looked like as a freshman to right now, it is incredible. He works his butt off. I'm happy to see him out there competing. He definitely earned that time, and he's a good leader as a senior for this basketball program that just graduated a ton of talent.
Yeah, a ton of talent. As Nick Ludacris takes a three, it'll be no good. Nick Beecroft going for the rebound, and they'll give it to the Eagles.
Great positioning by Beecroft right there. Looked like he got pushed from behind, but, Murph, I like to let him play, especially on a Saturday, huh? Why not?
That was big body Isaiah Turner on him. Oh, a great pass by Beecroft inside of Sergio, and he puts it in.
Good give and go right there.
Yeah,
Beecroft to Sergio. Good stuff.
That's good offense from the Eagles. As Turner will have it out top. Gives it to Waters. Waters looks to drive. Ludacris for three. No good. Good rebound there by Aiden Cramner.
Can't believe the frame on Cranmer as a freshman. That's exciting for the basketball program.
Yeah, his brother had a good career here and looking to follow in his footsteps as Nick Beecroft missed a tough finish right there.
I'll tell you what, though, I like the positioning that Beecroft's getting early on in this game. I guarantee he's a factor.
And they'll call a charge there, and the Eagles bench is going nuts. The energy the Eagles provide is always so good to see as Sergio Morel takes a great charge right there.
That was huge right there. Huge. Those are the small things in the game that make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. And that. That'll be a turnover there for the Eagles. Give it right back.
Just a miscommunication from the Eagles right there. The concept was there.
Yeah,
just got to be moving quicker.
Yeah, we saw a couple of those on Tuesday. So the Garnets will check in.
And as you know, Murph, as a senior who just went through it in a pandemic season, with one scrimmage and a couple games to kind of feel things out, you're kind of making adjustments on the fly right now, especially after you've graduated, so many talented players, a lot of guys playing together for the first time and trying to get that mesh together. It takes some time, but you got to just battle through it.
Yeah, as a scramble here for the ball, it'll go out of bounds and they'll give it. And I believe the rest will talk about it as our official over there. I did not get the officials' names, but he is not sure who it went out. And they'll call it jump ball, and the possession arrow will go to the Eagles.
Hey, if you don't know, talk it over. I love the jump ball concept. I think that's the best way to go when you don't know, and it keeps the game fair. Here we go.
And if you don't know, you don't know. I'd rather you not guess. Stolen there by Waters.
You had just brought it up, Murph. They struggled with this on Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, a good rebound there from Jahshire Brooks, and he'll go to the line for two. Good rebound and good size on Jahshire Brooks, as a couple of kids on Haddon Heights with some great size.
I agree. Impressive frames.
As he'll can the first one, and scores now 4-2 Haddon Heights, about 4 minutes and 15 seconds here into this first quarter. Low scoring game. We saw a shootout the other day between Sterling and the Eagles.
Yes,
especially with the Eagles getting a 12-0 lead from some three balls from Danny Curry. And he'll hit the second.
Looks like a timeout for the Eagles. 30-second timeout to talk it over. 5-2 Haddon Heights. 3:45 to go in the first right now.
Definitely been a different kind of game than we saw on Tuesday, Joe. I mean, Tuesday they were just letting it go and everything was falling. Now some good energy being brought from both teams. We've seen a couple charges. It's been a defensive Donnybrook so far.
Absolutely. And, these two teams, they know each other well. Coach McEwen preaches defense, and it's good to see them putting that out there right now early on. Now it's just who can keep up that type of energy, who can handle the back and forth, the missed shots, low-scoring affair. That's what it's going to take today.
Mm-hmm. I agree. As I believe the Eagles will have the ball.
It looks like we had number 24 check in for Heights as well, George Duganitz.
Also number 42, Zaire Fleming.
Okay, so seeing some new players out there for Heights right now. See what the bench can offer.
Number 30, Cole Ambrosius in the game for the Eagles. His first time. And they'll give it back to the Eagles. Seemed like some butterfingers there from Grayson Rosales, but they'll take it.
Absolutely. Now you got to continue to work on these inbound plays that they seem to be struggling with early on.
Yeah. I've had some miscommunication so far, and definitely got to limit the turnovers if they want to stay in this one. And that ball's tipped, and the Eagles will get it right back, but definitely some danger being caused by this Haddon Heights defense. As a 3-ball there from Ambrosius won't go. Rebound Turner. And he'll bring it up the floor for the Garnets.
Now, Isaiah Turner, I believe he was a big name last year for the Heights basketball program as well.
As Zaire Fleming with a tough rebound, no good, but Waters will get it right back for his team and put it in. And yeah, those are some of the things the Eagles have got to clean up if they want to stay in this one. The second chance points, the turnovers, I mean, you can't have those.
Oh, absolutely. Given 2 and 3 opportunities underneath the basket to a good program is not going to cut it today.
Yeah, as they'll call a foul there on George Dugan. It's his first, team's third. Eagles will have it underneath.
Good look underneath.
Good look there to Sergio Morel, but he can't finish. Turner with another rebound. Reggie Dillard will bring it up. Turner looking to drive. That's Zaire Fleming for 3, no good. Turner with the rebound. Going up, Nick Beecroft with the block there on Turner, but he's going to get it back, and I mean, he's just hungry for that ball underneath. Just not letting West Effort have the ball.
We're going to watch that battle down low all game. A tough task for Beecroft, but he is rising to the occasion right now against a seasoned veteran in Isaiah Turner. Good battle underneath.
Yeah. As into Turner, and they'll call a foul, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you what, early on in the first quarter, it's like every possession matters right now, Murphy.
Yeah.
You can't let this game get too far away from you. It's going to be one of those games where you got to keep it within 5 to 7 to have a chance today.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just see by looking at it, the Garnets have the height advantage, they have the size advantage, but, you know, the Eagles are going to have to deal with that all year the size for them really isn't there this year, but, you know, they're going to bring the energy all the time, so...
And like you said, when you are a little overmatched, size-wise, you can't make the little mistakes. You can't turn the ball over. You got to be able to rebound as best you can. Got to stay out of foul trouble.
As they're pushing up the floor hard here, Grayson Rosales into Beecroft, and Beecroft finishes nicely.
Great ball movement from the Eagles. That's what it's going to take today. You're going to have to play fast and keep the ball hot.
Yeah. As Dillard will have it. Looking to drive.
You can see the confidence from the sophomore Reggie Dillard. He wants to be involved in this game for sure.
Yeah. Been a dynamic player so far for the Garnets.
I want to say maybe he got some burn on the varsity level last year as a freshman. I do remember seeing him, and maybe that was just in the JV games, but I know he's been playing above his level at least last year as well, so I know they're probably excited to have him the next 2 years.
Turner with a smooth step back J right there, and that's just talent. We saw that a lot from Antoine Arnett from Sterling the other night. As Nick Beecroft looks to drive. Stolen by Turner. He's taking over this first quarter.
Ooh, looked like contact, but no call. They'll get it on the next one.
Zaire Fleming will get the rebound. And he'll go to the line for 2. And it's been the theme for the Eagles defense. Playing some hard, good defense, keeping up the energy, but have let up a lot of second chance points so far.
That's another sophomore for the Garnets, Zaire Fleming.
Yeah, they just seem to reload over there.
I'm blown away looking at this team right now.
Yeah. As Jashir Brooks checks back in, along with, I believe, Lucadis.
Yep.
Zaire Fleming hits both, and that's a 9-point lead for the Garnets. Their highest of the night so far. About 6 minutes and 30 seconds here into this first quarter.
I see you with the math there, Murph. All right.
Been a lengthy first quarter, I feel like.
Yes, it has.
Even with the defense we've seen.
I guess 9 fouls will do that. 6 for the Eagles, 3 for the Garnets right now. Going to have to keep an eye on that.
As Beecroft hits a nice floater. That's some touch from the big man.
Love the running floater from Beecroft right there. Very exciting.
As Fleming looks to drive. Fleming with a hard drive, no good. Aiden Cramner with the rebound. Eagles need some points right here. Sergio Morel gets the foul call. Wanted the bucket, but he'll take the 2 at the line.
I like that.
Sophomore showing some confidence.
I like that the Eagles pushed right there. You're not that type of team. You're not a half-court offense. You got to keep the ball moving. Love that they attacked with under 50 seconds left.
Agree, as Danny Curry will check in for, I believe, the shooter. Or he'll check in after the shot. As, tough roll there for Sergio, but Danny Curry will check in for Cole Ambrosius. Reggie Dillard will also check back in after a very short break. You can tell they want him on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. You can tell things move through him, which is very impressive for a sophomore. Good stroke from Sergio.
And that'll make it a 6-point game. As Waters will take it up the floor for the Garnets. Thinking they may hold to the last shot here. It's a long hold, but
I was curious what they were going to do with this possession. Love to get a steal or a stop here and get another bucket for the Eagles.
Oh, and Dillard dribbles it off his foot, and that'll go with the Eagles, and definitely going to hold it here. But I'd also like some points out of this. This would be big to go into the first quarter with some momentum.
Absolutely. Cut this thing down to 4 going into the second quarter. Not in bad shape.
As Aiden Cramner will bring it up the floor. Travel, they'll call it travel on Danny Curry, and the Garnets will inbound now. As Turner checks back in for Fleming. Dillard running with it.
What an inbound play.
And, a good move and a great finish from Dillard. That is just some touch right there. Absolutely bringing it with the left hand.
Wow, really well-designed inbound play from the Garnets as Reggie Dillard gets to the basket and the and one.
He caught that pass and just took off, almost like a slant pass.
Absolutely. He was 3 steps to the basket.
Yeah, and a great finish. As he'll convert the 3-point play, and then the lead is now back up to 9.
As you and I know, Murph, if you're going to foul right there, though, you got to make sure he does not make that basket.
A risky pass there, but Beecroft will collect it, and they'll just call it travel there. I think Coach McEwen over there looking for some contact. As Turner will check back in again.
You could tell they want him on the offensive side of the ball, for sure.
Yeah, definitely quick subs for him, Dillard, Waters. Waters will bring it up the floor. Oh, no foul called, and that'll end our first quarter.
Hey, a tough back and forth quarter.
Yeah.
Garnet's up 16-7 after 1.
Yeah, I would say it was a tough end of the quarter for the Eagles. Started off playing some energizing defense, keeping the game close. It was 5-4 at some point, I believe. But at the end there, I think the dynamic players for the Garnets like Isaiah Turner, Reggie Dillard, Isaiah Waters really started to pick it up, and that's why they find themselves with a 9-point lead.
Absolutely, but like you and I talked about, with 30 seconds left, 26 seconds left on the clock, Eagles had the ball. You needed to make that possession count, or this is what this will turn into. Yeah. The Garnets are too talented to be turning the ball over, especially late in quarters. And also now we have to keep an eye on 7 fouls for the Eagles in the first quarter. It's going to make for a tough second quarter coming up.
Yeah, I know there were 2 quick ones on Tommy Franklin. I don't think he came back that whole quarter after those 2 quick ones.
Yeah, and then picking up your third, and you and I know as basketball people, picking up your third in the first half when you only get 5, it makes it very, very difficult.
Yeah. As I believe the Eagles will have the ball to start the quarter. Yeah, it'll be Eagles' ball to start the quarter. Tommy Franklin will start the quarter for the Eagles. Looks like the starting 5 for the Garnets. Ooh, Garnet's going with some press early here, and Reggie Dillard will pick up a foul. But definitely some aggressive defense being shown in the second quarter, especially with a 9-point lead.
I can't believe they're coming out with the full court trap like that. The Eagles are going to have to work through that. Looks like that's going to be coming all game.
But
again, looking at an Eagles team that's a little inexperienced.
I wonder if it's film, because we were saying in the Sterling game, and Nick Beecroft with a hard finish, but we were saying in the Sterling game that the Eagles tend to struggle with the full court press.
It's tough to handle.
As Lucas will be fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Tell you what, the improvement in Nick Beecroft's game over the past couple of years is just fantastic. The build on him, the frame on him, the way he's looking for contact down low, just fantastic. Really hard worker, really excited for him.
Yeah, that's a Coach McEwen product if you've ever seen one. Nick Beecroft, absolutely some huge developments since his freshman year.
I don't even know if he made the middle school team back in the day and came out as a freshman, and you just saw him continue to develop, and you saw the drive and determination that he had to get better. Last year he was a rebounding machine, and now all of a sudden you see him on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, he's a grinder. As Lucas will miss the second, and it'll go to the Eagles.
Looked like it was off Kramer, but we'll take it. Eagle basketball, 16-9, 7:40
Garnet's keeping
to go.
up this tough press.
I guess when you've got a deep bench, you can do this, Murph.
And the Eagles just did a little switch the inbound man. As Aiden Cramner will take a 3, and it'll go. That's a big play, as the lead is now cut to 4 for the Eagles. 5-0 run to start this quarter.
Big basket for the Eagles. Need to stop here. Got to stay tough. Handling the pressure well right now. Great answer from the Eagles in this second quarter.
As Jahshire Brooks looks to work. Curry guarded close by Fleming. Aiden Cramner with some good hands, but it'll stay with the Garnets.
Got to make everything difficult for this Garnet team right now, and the Eagles are rising to the occasion. What a response coming out in this second quarter right now.
Bringing the energy. As Isaiah Turner will pop, and he'll hit it. A 3 to answer right back at the Eagles, and the lead is now back up to 7.
And you do not want Turner to get hot from those spots right there.
Absolutely.
Cannot give him the easy looks. He's too good.
Eagles need to get it up the floor right now. Nick Beecroft will drive. The left hand, he finishes. Nick Beecroft making his name known right now.
High off the glass from Beecroft. Great take from number 2.
As Jahshire Brooks looks to start the offense for the Garnets here.
5-point lead for the Garnets.
Oh, inside of Ludacris, and he'll miss the layup, but he'll go to the line for 2. Fouled by Cole Ambrosius, his first, team's 9th. So the next foul will be the double bonus for the Garnets.
With 6 minutes and 17 seconds left.
That's a lot of time.
In the half. Oh.
But, good defense will come with fouls, so.
No, absolutely. And you got to stay aggressive. You can't back off because of the fouls, but you got to play smart the rest of the way here.
Yeah. As Lucas will take his second here. He cans it, and it'll be a 6-point game, and I believe...
It looks like a 30-second timeout for the Garnets. They'll talk it over.
Yeah, Coach Ricci taking a timeout there.
Like you just said, 6-point lead for the Garnets right now. Again, the Eagles handling things as best they can right now. But again, got to keep an eye on the fouls. I don't know if putting the Garnets at the line the whole second quarter is going to cut it. I also don't like slowing down the game against this team. I think we got to continue to play fast, keep this ball moving, and get up and down the floor.
I agree. You gotta keep the energy up, and you gotta gain some momentum. You gotta keep yourself in this game. I feel like that's what the Eagles are doing well right now, is keeping themselves in this game. The 9-point lead going into the first quarter, they really could have folded. They really could have came out in this second quarter and just folded it up, but cut the lead down to 4. Now it's at 6, and definitely looking to cut into it.
And with Beecroft getting what he wants down low, I think that's where we got to look right now. I know Cranmer did have the outside shot, but it looks like we can get to the boards even though we're overmatched height-wise. we've had some good looks down there.
But Danny Curry will bring it up for the Eagles. Slowing it down early, but here come the Garnets. Tommy Franklin for a J. No good. Turner with the rebound. Garnets coming with some surprisingly trap defense right there. As Lucas will give it inside to Turner. Turner loses it. And it'll go to the Eagles. Eagles hyped up.
That's what you need right there. That's what you need. You got to match their intensity. They're going to come at you on the defensive end. You have to do the same thing to the Garnets.
Keep yourself in the game.
Here comes the trap again. I cannot believe how they were
Sergio Morel definitely close to a travel there, but no call. Danny Curry looks to drive. Corner to Franklin. Franklin, and that ball will stay with the Eagles.
Got to be smart. Cannot force it into Beecroft with 3 guys on him. The Garnets know who the scorer is for the Eagles right now, and they're paying close attention to Beecroft.
Yeah, as Tommy Franklin will get it swatted away from Turner. Sergio Morel for 3. It goes. That's a big hit for the Eagles. It's a 3-point game, keeping themselves in this game as Waters with the drive and a charge taken by Sergio Morel, and the Eagles showing energy right now.
The exact answer you needed right there. The big bucket on one end, come on down the other end, take the charge. Fantastic from Sergio Morel right there. Fantastic.
Keeping themselves in this game. I've said it multiple times, but that's just what you got to do against this talented Haddon Heights team.
And as you know, Murph, if you want to play for Coach McEwen, you better be ready to stand in there and take that charge. It is huge what that can do for a team.
Yeah, we saw Carter Cramner take so many charges last year. Always brought momentum to the team.
Man, the Garnets not making anything easy for the Eagles.
Danny Curry for 3. No good. Jashir Brooks with the rebound. He'll drive it up the floor. Into Lucas. Good block by Danny Curry.
That looked like a travel down low. No call.
No
again,
call.
We're not here to nitpick. We're just here to broadcast. But again, great big stop by the Eagles. The Garnets were moving fast in transition. Great to at least get a stop and make them earn it.
As Waters looks to work. Back to Turner. Turner for 3. No good. That's the first one he's missed.
Good positioning from Beecroft. Gets the outlet pass to Cranmer.
As Aiden Cranmer looks to drive. Ooh, a good drive there, but no call. Coach Matt McEwen wanting a foul over there.
Great take from the freshman right there. I like that he's showing confidence, not afraid to go to the rim against the senior.
As Jashir Brooks in the corner, it goes, and that's a big bucket for the Garnets. Just seeming to answer everything the Eagles have right now.
Man, oh man. Takes the lead back up to 6.
And I keep saying about the Eagles keeping themselves in the game, and the Garnets are definitely making that hard as another good defensive play, and he'll be fouled going to the rack, and that'll be 2 shots for Isaiah Turner.
And you are right, 2 shots for the Garnets. So a smart foul in a sense because it slows them down, but being in the double bonus makes it really difficult right now.
Yeah. As we're about 4 minutes and 30 seconds here into the second quarter.
It's just so much time to think that every foul committed, they're going to be shooting 2 baskets.
As Turner misses the first one.
That's what we can hope for at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't see him missing many down the stretch here.
Tommy Franklin checks back in, still with 2 fouls.
Yeah, he's got to be smart. Picking up your third would be really tough for the Eagles.
Yeah. Makes the second. It'll be a 7-point game. Danny Curry taking it up the floor for the Eagles.
But like we talked about from the start, for the Eagles, you just have to keep this thing close. You got to match intensity, and when you need a bucket...
Ooh, Aiden Cramner inside. Looked like some contact, but won't get the call.
Tough miss right there. In and out for the freshman. But again, love the confidence that he's showing to get to the rim.
It's Lucas for 3. Wow, a great roll for the Garnets there. And now it's up to a 10-point lead. And that's a giant 6-point swing right there.
This may be one of the bigger possessions of the game right now for the Eagles. You need a basket. Cannot let this thing stay in double digits.
7-point, as I think it was 20-17. As Fleming with the steal, he'll go hard to the rim, and he'll get the roll, and that is just some good basketball by the Garnets. This past minute and a half just have been absolutely dominating.
Impressive take from number 42, Zaire Fleming, the sophomore, to get that basket to fall. He will shoot.
And number 54, I don't believe he is on our roster, Joe. But
Goodness
just
gracious.
looking at him,
Holy smokes.
I could tell you about 6'5".
Absolutely.
Maybe more.
The Garnets are just pulling players out of nowhere right now. And there
As
he
he
is,
gets the rebound.
making his presence felt early. We'll get his name later for you, ladies and gentlemen. Big rebound from number 54, who just checked in.
And Jashir Brooks will start up the offense here for the Garnets. Fleming out to Drum.
Yeah, Mike Drum in the game.
As Jashir Brooks gets a nice roll. And wow, big buckets from the Garnets in this second quarter so far.
I mean, Murph, just like that, it was a 6-point game up to 14 in a matter of, what, a minute or two, maybe?
Yeah, that's an 11-0 run there from the Garnets. Not in a short amount of time, too. As Tommy Franklin goes to the hole, and he'll get the roll. Good job there from the senior.
Needed that answer right there. Now you need to stop. Got to find a way to get a stop.
Fleming hard in, misses. And he'll step out. I'm not even sure if he had to get that, but
I know, tough when it's 50-50 like that. You don't know if you should go for it or not, but that'll be Garnet basketball. 31-19, 1 minute, 50 seconds to go in the half.
and like you said, Joe, you need to stop right here for the Eagles. Stop the bleeding.
I think you'd agree. You got to go into halftime down 8 or less.
Yeah. At least a single-digit lead or deficit. Oh, Sergio Morel with a good steal. He'll go to the rack. No good. But Tommy Franklin battling, and they'll give it to the Garnets. We're not here to make the calls. That seemed like it was last touch by Garnets, but, the Eagles have gotten some calls tonight that I'm not sure about. So
I'm with you. It's fair all around. But I'll tell you what. Great defense from number 42, Zaire Fleming, getting back after the turnover to make that a difficult layup for Sergio Morel. He could have gave up on the play, kept moving his feet, kept the hands away from it. Impressive defensive play from number 42.
As another sophomore, Ben Marafa checks in for the Eagles. Zaire. Oh, and big number 54 being blocked by Nick Beecroft, not caring about the taller defender.
Big block from Beecroft. The answer you needed right now for the Eagles. Down 12, minute 12 to go in the half. Big possession here.
Sergio Morel will take it up. Danny Curry looking to drive. Nothing doing. Sergio Morel for three. That's a big hit there from Sergio Morel, cutting the lead to 9.
Bang, when you needed it most. Big bucket from Sergio Morel, cuts the lead to 9.
Under a minute here to go in the first half.
Energy picking back up for the Eagles, exactly what they needed going into halftime.
They'll give it to Fleming. He'll drive into Lucas. That's a great pass. Good offense there from the Garnets, and Lucas will go to the line for 2.
Agreed. For Fleming to find Lucas right there, impressive dish. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2. 32 seconds to go in the half.
And Lucas will hit the first one, and it'll be a 10-point lead. Cole Ambrosius will check back in for the Eagles. And he'll hit the second one. That'll be an 11-point lead for the Garnets. I'd hold to the last here, but you need a bucket.
Agreed. I was going to say the same thing. Have to hold for one, but you got to make it count. You have to make it count.
Cole Ambrosius will step back. No good. Nick Beecroft the rebound. Out to Cramner for 3.
Gotta get
I don't
back.
like those
Gotta
shots.
get back. Ah.
I don't like those shots, Joe. But
A little force, but you need to stop here. Need to stop here.
Lucas for three. It doesn't go. Fleming with the putback. Him making his mark late in the second quarter right there with some big buckets from Fleming. And going into halftime, a 35-22 lead as the quarters were very similar for the Eagles. Started off hot, bringing energy, pressuring this Haddon Heights team, but just Haddon Heights a little too talented for the Eagles late in the quarters.
And like we've talked about, you got to make every shot count for the Eagles. Got forced there in the last 30 seconds. Garnets get the basketball back and find a way into another bucket. I mean, we had cut it down to 9, and now here it is back up to 13. And it'll be a tall task in the second half, but you're certainly not out of this game right now. You're showing that you can play with them, right? But the little mistakes are turning into quick points for the Garnets, and that cannot happen.
Yeah, and some great players for the Garnets were Isaiah Turner, Isaiah Waters, Reggie Dillard, all making their names known. Eagles, some shout-outs. Nick Beecroft with a hard first half. Sergio Morel playing hard. Tom Franklin battling even with those 2 fouls. As that'll wrap up the first half here. We got a good game on hand here on WDTV 08, so don't go anywhere.
Sounds good, like throughout here.
All right. Like I can hear Murph in my headphones really well, but my own voice, I'm not getting as much, but it's coming through on that.
It's like it's 2 different ways because Murph, he's back up for it. So I like to make the mic like more spaced out while you're more closer. So I like to make it more tight.
Yeah, okay. All right, but in terms of clarity, it's pretty good. Good first half out of us. So you guys are killing it. I was so impressed the other day with Griff when I was listening.
Griff, that podcast for Griff is good. Because I was saying that, I mean, the only thing I would say with Griff is just sometimes he talks.
Yep.
But that's it, he loves talking.
And I knew, like, if I let you read, I'd be able to fill in. Like, I knew you were going to say, all right, bring up the ball, and then just piece it. But sometimes it's something to 2 people, especially to say, hey, trying to feel out, you should do more of what.
But I think that podcast
I watched that.
Griff loves talking.
Mr. Kurt sent me it, because I got through like 30 minutes of the first one, and I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And by yourself, that's pretty impressive. But that's a good goal for
he
him.
asked me to come on.
That's a good goal for him by himself. He does like to talk. But that's good.
Yeah, I think the live's going, right? Oh wait, it's not on that. It's not on that camera. Can you lower my handle,
Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We got a good one on hand here in the nest. Haddon Heights, West Deptford, boys basketball. Haddon Heights up 35-22 to start this second half. A great end of the first half for the Garnets. Going on, I believe, an 11-0 run. Scoring some more points, but the Eagles starting off with some good defense as a 5-second call will be called on the Garnets.
Oh, thank you, Murph. Mike was off, but that's a huge start to the second half for the Eagles. Getting the turnover early. Need a bucket right here. Let's get back in this game.
As Aiden Cranmer looks to start the offense for the Eagles. He'll give it inside. Tommy Franklin pulls up. No good. Rebound, Reggie Dillard. Good first half for him as he dribbles it off his foot, and it'll go back to the Eagles.
Kind of like the start of the game here, Murph. A little sloppy. Things are fast-paced. You can tell the intensity's up. Both teams want this game.
Yeah. As Sergio Morel will bring it up now. Back out to Tommy Franklin. Starting with some slow offense here from the Eagles as Waters sends that.
Big block from Waters, but if you're the Eagles, that was it right there. Great ball movement, got the layup, got to keep taking those chances right there.
Absolutely. Into Curry. Curry for three. No good. Jashir Brooks with the rebound. Sergio wanted to travel. As Turner looks to drive. Nothing doing. Lucadis for three. No good. Nick Beecroft going up hard. The Eagles have it in transition. Tommy Franklin with a little fadeaway. No good.
You can tell he got a little nervous right there. Didn't want to pick up his third if he went into Dillard there. So tried to pull up.
Yeah.
But he's good enough to Euro step right there and take that thing right to the rack.
I agree. As Waters looks to work. Out to Lucadis for three. It goes. Lucadis hits some in the first half and not stopping here in the second.
I was just going to say, you don't want to give him that same look from the corner. He wasn't going to miss that shot again. Big bucket from number 11.
Now it's a 15-point lead, 16-point lead for the Garnets. Ooh, a great pass inside to Cranmer, but not handled well. But it'll stay with the Eagles.
Ooh, it looked like some contact underneath, but again, we're not here to nitpick. We're just here to play.
As Sergio gives it in the corner to Cranmer. Inside to Beecroft. Out to Sergio for three. It goes. Sergio Morel. That's his second or third of the night.
I think that's his third. That's a huge bucket right there.
As Lucadis pulls up, no good. Rebound, Franklin. He brings it up the floor for the Eagles.
And the Eagles look to push, which I believe you have to.
Yeah, I saw it there.
I did too.
Put his left hand on the ball and took another dribble, so he'll be called for a double dribble there, but Garnets will regain possession.
I did think he was going to get away with one there, but it was the right call.
Seemed like it for a second.
And they got the hot hand, number 42, Zaire Fleming, back in the game for the Garnets.
Checks in for Lucadis after a good couple minutes from him. As Dillard will bring it up. Dillard working on Curry. Back to Fleming. Out to Dillard. Dillard looking to drive. Dillard with the step back three. No good. Sergio Morel going up hard. Jashir Brooks tries to save it, but it goes to the Eagles, and Isaiah Turner will steal it right back as Fleming drives. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Shot there by George Dugan. It's no good.
Good outlet from Franklin to Cranmer. Cranmer to Curry.
Reggie Dillard went up high there on Curry, and Curry stayed on the floor. Smart by Curry not to go up with him.
Good transition right there from the Eagles.
As Curry will go to the line for two now. Grayson Rosales looking to check back in.
And that's Dillard's third, which is big for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's been definitely a leader, definitely a great player for the Garnets so far, as Curry will hit the first one, cut the lead to 12.
You can tell Reggie Dillard loves to compete, the intensity that he has played with the entire game so far, but a big third foul for him, and if you're the Eagles, you got to go right at him. You got to go right at him, see if you can get him his fourth early, get him out of this game, and make Heights dive into their bench a little bit.
As Curry will hit the second one.
Hey, down to 11, need a stop. There it is.
Pass tipped up there by Turner. Will go back to the Eagles. Beecroft will be fouled by Turner.
Great couple of possessions from the Eagles right there.
Yeah, that was a big stop.
Just got to continue to chip away.
Yeah, looking to make it a single-digit deficit, as that'll be Turner's second.
And there we see Dillard checks out for the Garnets after picking up his third foul.
Yeah, probably smart, especially with a lead. Sergio looks to drive. Sergio will get the finish. One in the foul. Doesn't get it, but what a finish, as it is now single-digit lead for the Garnets at only 9.
I bet you Sergio Morel's got 13 to 15 points right now.
Yeah.
Great strong take from the sophomore with the left hand high off the glass.
Definitely showing as Turner will get the foul there. Eagles coach is not happy with that call as didn't seem to be much contact, but he'll get the call.
I'd have to agree with you. Didn't look like much over there, but Rosales picks up his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, that's tough.
As Turner makes the first, lead back up to 10 for the Garnets. As Rosales checks out, Tommy Franklin back in the game for the Eagles. Rosales will have to sit with 4 fouls.
And Tommy Franklin still has 2 fouls, so he can kind of be a little more free right now if he wants, but still got to be a little careful. Oh, and Danny Curry will dribble it off his foot. Fleming with the steal. He'll push up. Stolen back by Sergio Morel. He goes down the floor. Drives in to Turner, and they'll call a block on Turner. He doesn't like that because that'll be his 3rd. That's a big 3 fouls on Turner as him and Dillard, with foul trouble, will have to come out of the game.
Great job from Sergio Morel. Seeing Turner backpedaling, didn't have his feet set and went right at him as he picks up his 3rd foul. Again, huge for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's 2 of their top players, the Garnets, with in foul trouble now. As Sergio cuts the lead to 10. 40 to 30. 3 minutes and 30 seconds here into this second half as Mr. Seeley gives us a yeet call.
He said he's been loving that feature right there, and I can't disagree, but very, very impressed with the play of Sergio Morel for the Eagles.
As he misses a second one, but look at Tommy Franklin going up on the bigger defender, and Sergio puts it up. It won't go, and they'll give it back to the Garnets. But how about Tommy Franklin going up right there?
That's the hustle you're looking for, and that's why we said this Eagle basketball team will never be out of a game if that's the effort you're going to get, and that's the effort they're going to give.
And I believe the Garnets just took a timeout, and it'll be full timeout. And so the second half has started in the Eagles' favor, cut the lead back down to 10 as I believe the Garnets were up 13 to start this half. Keeping up the energy, but like we said, the first 2 quarters, they did not end those quarters well, so got to finish this quarter.
Yep, this will be a huge quarter for the Eagles. Can you cut this thing down to about 6 going into the 4th? And you've also got 2 of Heights' top players in foul trouble with both, Dillard and Turner with 3 apiece?
And I think as soon as you see one of them back on the floor, you got to go at them. Keep getting them in foul trouble and keep them off the floor because they are the ones doing damage right now.
I agree. I think this is where you got to look for Beecroft down low because Turner's been on him most of the game. See if you can't get Turner to pick up his 4th. But the Garnets are looking the same way. They're looking for Tommy Franklin to pick up his 3rd. And this will be some interesting possessions coming up. 4:25 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, as it seemed like the Eagles were the ones in foul trouble in the first half, but now it seems like the Garnets are the ones struggling with fouls.
Absolutely. It's definitely leveled out right now, and it's made it interesting as both teams have to go to their bench and see if they can get some players to step up.
Dillard gives it out to Duganitz. Duganitz will airball, but it'll stay with the Garnets.
Now, are you surprised that Dillard's back in the game this soon, or you just feel like it's the right time with Turner with 3 as well?
Well, Turner is out of the game, and as a guard, I would say Reggie Dillard is, they can't target him as much as Turner, but I do think it is a little early and they'll call 5 seconds there on Dillard, and it'll go to the Eagles. Like I said, Dillard on the floor right now with 3 fouls with only halfway through this 3rd quarter. I'm going right at him.
But I think you're right there, Murph. The Garnets obviously have a little more depth in their backcourt, so they're willing to keep Dillard out there. But Turner is one of their big men, so they got to protect him right now.
Oh, as Reggie Dillard throws it off the backboard, Tommy Franklin pushing up, and he'll finish with the left hand. Lead is cut down to 8. Eagles need to finish this quarter.
This is exactly where you want to be right now if you're Eagle basketball.
Yeah, keep him here. As Waters looks to work. Back out to Dillard. He looks to slow it down.
Eagles making everything difficult for the Garnets right now. You got to be able to maintain this play if you want to stay in this basketball game.
As Fleming looks to work. Has nothing. Back out to Dillard. Duganitz in the corner to Dillard. Heights slowing down here, running some clock. As some big time being wasted here by the Garnets. Great ball movement, I should say. As that was Lucas with the shot, no good. Aiden Cramner with the rebound.
That's a huge defensive possession from the Eagles right there. Didn't bite on anything. Let Heights move the ball. Yeah, they might have burned a little clock, but it's an 8-point game and you get the ball back right here.
Yeah, we always talk about patience on offense, and there's something to be said about patience on defense. Not going for a big steal or anything and letting up some points, and the Eagles stayed patient right there. As a good pass inside to Ambrosius, almost stolen away.
It definitely paid off for the Eagles right there. Played a soft zone and really rotated well.
Cole Ambrosius can't hit the three. Waters will bring it up. In the corner to Duganitz. And a good stroke from Duganitz, and it's back up to an 11-point lead.
If you're the Eagles, you know he's a shooter. You cannot leave him wide open. A lazy defensive possession from the Eagles right there, but now you got to respond. You got to respond.
They've been doing that well tonight, responding, and definitely need one here with 6 minutes cut here in this third quarter. We got 2 minutes left as this game's shaping up to be a good one. If the Eagles can keep this lead close, as Tommy Franklin looks to drive. Doesn't get the roll, but Nick Beecroft will go up for the putback and get fouled.
Good take from Franklin. Better rebound from Beecroft. He will shoot two.
Yeah.
Eagles
Beecroft
down
letting
11.
his presence known right now.
Man, can he elevate.
Yeah. Yeah. And he'll hit the first one.
Big free throw from Beecroft. It's amazing he's just a
Dillard
junior.
will come out now for the Garnets. Probably will leave him out for the rest of the quarter, him and Turner, and let him free in the fourth. But with their two biggest players off the court right now, the Eagles need to score some points, get this lead cut for the fourth quarter.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Got to take advantage in this last 144. Great free throw from Beecroft. Cuts it down to single digits. The lead now 9 for the Garnets.
As Jashir Brooks looks to pick it up, now it's Drum.
Got to take advantage here. Keep up the defensive pressure. Don't give up a basket.
As Drum kick it back out to Fleming. Fleming looks to drive, nothing working. Duganitz with a floater, and it goes. Duganitz coming off the bench and letting his presence be felt.
Big bucket from number 24, George Duganitz, making it count when it matters most late in the quarter. Lead back up to 11.
Yeah, as with only a minute to go in this third quarter, Eagles got to cut this down in the fourth. Sergio inside, it goes. Sergio Morel has to be the leading scorer for the Eagles right now.
I guarantee he's about 15, 20 points right now, playing a heck of a game on both sides of the ball.
As Waters looks to work. Out. Duganitz for three. Duganitz absolutely taking over this third quarter. 12-point lead now for the Garnet, and it's all from Duganitz.
Big shot from Duganitz right there. Again, you need a response from the Eagles.
Curry goes in and gets a tough bucket on the bigger defender, Jashir Brooks.
Fantastic jump stop from Danny Curry right there. Big basket, cuts it down to 10 again.
And you hear Coach Morrell screaming over there to finish the quarter, and I absolutely agree.
Yep, pretty complete quarter from the Eagles. Yeah, you're down 10, but you get a stop here in a quick bucket. It could be interesting. Gotta have it. Keep up this pressure.
Waters looks to work. Waters drives in. Waters cannot finish. Beecroft with the rebound.
Up to
Sergio
Morel.
Morel. Oh, I wanted to see that one go. That would have been a 7-point lead. That would have only been a 7-point lead for the Garnets. That would have been big for the Eagles. But Sergio Morel can't get it to fall. But let's just shout out the play from Sergio Morel in that quarter and throughout this game, being the Eagles' dynamic player right now.
Fantastic job. I also love the rebound from Beecroft right there. Head up, looking to move that ball, knowing there was short time left, and And Morrell got a good look at it for what it was. And, I know you're down 10, but that was the third quarter you needed right there. You took 3 or 4 points off the deficit, and you got to come out with the same type of energy. This will be an exciting 8 minutes, but for the Eagles, it's got to be everything on the line, minimal turnovers, force them to make mistakes, right? Keep their big players in foul trouble. We're going to see Turner and Dillard early in this fourth quarter. You've got to put the pressure on one of them and get them their fourth foul.
Yeah, like we said, Joe, we wanted to see the Eagles cut into the lead a little bit more going in that fourth, because now is where it gets hard, because with 3 fouls on each of them, I think Dillard and Turner will be let loose here for a little bit. Got to be careful early in the quarter, but I would say halfway through they can play however they want.
I agree with you. It'll make for an interesting start to this fourth quarter. And based on what I've seen early on from this Heights basketball program this week, they were down 16 on Tuesday to Haddon Township and battled back and ended up losing by 2, which shows you the fourth quarter that they did have. So, this team is built for the fourth quarter, and you are definitely going to have to answer the bell right now.
And the Eagles will start off with the ball as the inbound into Sergio Morrell as he looks to start the fourth quarter. Didn't start the game for the Eagles, but came off the bench and has been the Eagles' best player so far.
I'd have to agree with you.
As Nick Beecroft going inside hard. The juniors are doing it for the Eagles right now.
What a bucket from Beecroft, and what a complete game he has played thus far.
Danny Curry with the steal. He looks to slow it down. Eagles starting off this fourth quarter hot. As I just realized, Turner does start. A timeout there I thought they called a travel or something. But
so did I. But a great, this is what we talked about. A fast start to the fourth is what you need. All of a sudden, it's down to 8. Eagle basketball cut this thing down to 6. You can play at 6, and you know how that works.
Yeah. Eagles playing well to start this fourth quarter. And how about the juniors coming out and just letting it known that, we'll be back next year.
Just fantastic from Morrell and Beecroft. Just so impressed with the improvement in both of their games. And absolutely, Murphy, you're letting everybody know we're coming back, and this is a program that's not going anywhere, that we can graduate talent and we can continue to build the program.
Yeah. As you hear Coach Morrell saying over there, 1 possession at a time, and that's how you have to look at this game for the Eagles.
Oh, it's as much of a mental grind as it is a physical grind right now. Every single possession counts for 7 minutes and 32 seconds. Which team can stay locked in and do the right things?
Aiden Cramner over to Sergio. Back out. Tommy Franklin, pull up Jay. Ooh, in and out for the senior. Would have made it a 6-point game, but Turner will bring it up now for the Garnets.
Franklin having a tough go in terms of getting them to fall, but getting good looks, and I like that he continues to shoot. It's important as a shooter when they're not falling, you still take your shots. It was a great shot from Franklin right there.
As Turner looks to work. Out in the corner to Lukadis, and he hits. Has been absolutely money all night from that corner.
Great shot from number 11. Danny Curry late to get over on it, and he makes it hurt.
As Beecroft has it, he looks to drive. Beecroft won't get a call. Looking for it. As Turner looks a little shaken up after that.
He went at the right guy, just couldn't get it.
And Jashir Brooks can't hold on to that one. But as you said, absolutely went after the right guy there, and Turner trying to get him his 4th.
Looks like Beecroft might have hurt himself with the contact with Turner. I think they both went knee to knee there. It looks like both players limping.
As Curry will bring it up now for the Eagles.
Right,
not past half court yet. Now they are. And a risky pass there, but they'll call it kick ball. Tough break there for the Garnets. Great break there for the Eagles.
For the Eagles, got to recognize that the trap is coming in the corners here. Got to keep the ball in the middle and keep it hot if you want to break this press.
Cranmer will check it in.
Great ball movement from the Eagles right there.
As you can see Tommy Franklin telling him, I would have liked to seen Aiden Cramner shoot that one. Looked wide open.
And that's where, some of these young guys, they're trying to feel it out as well. Yes. But that's an open look for Cramner, and we've seen him knock those down.
Especially down 11. As Grayson Rosales gets his hand on that one. but we'll pick up a foul right there.
Looks like that's going to be Rosales' fifth, and he'll be out of here.
Grayson Rosales picking up his fifth foul. Tough one here in his third game of his senior year.
It looks like Beecroft trying to stretch out the knock he took just above the knee there, hoping to see him get back in this game for the Eagles.
Yeah, as we see Turner on the floor right now for Garnets, but we haven't seen Dillard all corner, but Turner making his big body felt.
Oh, senior Turner on freshman Cranmer right there, letting them know.
Aiden Cranmer looks to work. Nothing doing, and the Eagles' offense looks a bit out of control right now as Fleming drives. Fleming gets it to go, and it's a 15-point lead right now, and a good timeout taken there by Coach McEwen.
Tough turn of events there for the Eagles, and the Garnets made it hurt. And lead back up to 15, 5:38 to go in the fourth. The Eagles got to settle down right now and realize you're still not out of it, but it's going to take a heck of an effort to fight back into this one.
Yeah, and we talked about how they came out in this fourth quarter and were absolutely bringing the energy, looking like they were going to get back into this game, and just like that, the Garnets bring it back out to 15 points. As
tough to
Fleming
see
hit a
Beecroft
bucket
come
there
out.
late. Turner making his presence felt. Still haven't seen Reggie Dillard all fourth quarter.
You're right. That's amazing, but it shows the depth of this Garnet basketball team that they didn't seem too concerned about any of their guys being in foul trouble. Their rotation has been pretty smooth for the Garnets. That's a pretty deep bench for this basketball program. Mm-hmm. And in a shortened season, that'll pay dividends where you're putting a lot of games into a short amount of time.
Agreed. I mean, we never got his name, but, you know, to have someone like big number 54, 6'5", 6'6" on your bench, I mean, that's not a bad problem to have.
No, you could see the depth of this program, and it's been impressive. And they had two tough matchups this week with Haddon Township, as did the Eagles with the Silver Knights of Sterling. So to play your third game of the week, all Colonial Conference games, it is 100% a grind.
As the Eagles will check in, Tommy Franklin. Garnets, 15-point lead, but still keeping up a full-court press as Sergio Morel with another good floater. He's going to be a great player for these Eagles in the next 3 years, Joe. I'm excited to see it.
Just fantastic. Great take from Morel right there. Well done. Now you need to stop. Got to continue to play ferocious defense and understand that time is not on your side right now.
Agreed. As that is Dugan, it's in the corner. And they will call a push on, I believe, Jashir Brooks. And the Eagles will retain possession.
Hey,
Update from Barrington. I'm not 100% sure what the score was, but I know that the Garnets took the girls' game with, I believe, a 10-point win.
Yeah, I did hear that as well. Don't know the exact score, but it looks like the Lady Eagles dropped one today. But, again, impressive start for the Eagles. This season makes for an interesting matchups as you play teams twice in the week, and then you come and get a Saturday game. It's quick turnarounds, and you got to be mentally tough during a season like this to continue to fight through those emotions.
Yeah, it's tough. We saw them on Thursday. Great matchup with Sterling. On Tuesday, they beat Sterling for only the second time in school history, as Sterling girls basketball has a great tradition.
Oh, unbelievable tradition. Having served as the athletic trainer here the last 7 years, it's like whenever you saw Sterling girls basketball on the schedule, you knew they were bringing something.
Eagles need to get it over half court, and that'll be a big defense there from the Garnets. And, the Eagles got a tough one there. Full court press, up 13, 4 minutes left. Interesting call from Coach Ricci, but working out.
And I think, like you said, they definitely watched some film from the past two games, the Eagles versus the Silver Knights, and see that the Eagles struggle with it. So why not come back at it?
Yeah.
Even with a lead. Again, like we've talked about, they've got the depth. If some of their players get in foul trouble, they're not too concerned.
As Waters will be fouled there by Franklin. And that will be Franklin's third. It was only his third. He got those two quick ones in the beginning of the game and hasn't got one since.
He's played pretty tough, absolutely.
So Curry will come in for him.
13-point lead for the Garnets. 4:42 to go in the game. Eagles need a stop.
In the waters. He looks to drive. Out to Turner for three. No good. Off the backboard. Cole Ambrosius with a good body into Fleming there for a rebound.
It's amazing what positioning does on the boards. You know, if you're in the right spot, you're either going to get a foul called on you or you're going to get the rebound. Great job by Ambrosia right there.
As Beecroft has it at the top. Into Marafa. Marafa looking to work. Nothing doing.
Got some juice being brought from the Garnets.
Yeah, the Garnets JV team absolutely bringing it for them right now.
Absolutely. Like to see that on the other end for the Eagles as well. Keep this team in it.
As the Eagles being patient right now. Ambrosius looking to drive. And they'll call a jump ball. That's an interesting call right there. I would have thought it would have been a foul or a travel even on Ambrosius, but
I think I would have liked to see one or the other instead of the jump there. But again, I thought it was a good take from Ambrosia. He hit him with the Euro step, just couldn't get the ball up. That'll be an Eagles full timeout.
And that's his second of this half, so he's got no more after that, Coach McEwen. And 4 minutes and 9 seconds into this fourth quarter, 55-42 lead. Not looking good for the Eagles, but can't give up. Got to finish this game.
Yeah. And really, every game they've been competitive. There's some little things right now that they're going to continue to work out. But I know with the graduating class they just had, but there's players here for the Eagles, and you got to stay positive in a shortened season and keep grinding this thing out. Every day you got to show up for work. All right, wanting to get better right now, and just be glad that you're out there. Hey, this season didn't even have to happen, so you got to be hungry. You got to work through some bumps and bruises, and know that every game matters more than it ever has before. There's not your first 15 games to feel this thing out this year. It's right off the jump, playing some of your biggest rivals in 3 games.
Yeah, and we got to know that this is a young team. I mean, the graduating class for the Eagles last year, you know, MJ Araldi, Brandon Ratcliffe, Carter Cramner, Kieran McEwen, Burrell Wilson. You could go on and on. And,
our man Anto.
Yeah, Anto. Very new team, so it's going to come, but definitely going to take a few more experiences for this team.
Great to see Beecroft back out there for the Eagles, looking to play tough, going right at Turner on the defensive end. Love the way Beecroft's communicating, the intensity he's bringing. I mean, I know you like it too, Murph, but anybody that's looking to compete that hard, they can play for me.
As Duganitz will miss.
Big rebound from Curry, looking to move the ball.
Oh, and good hands there by Duganitz, but it'll stay with the Eagles. Garnets we're looking to slow it down there, run some clock, but a 3 chucked up by Duganitz. So the Eagles will have it, 3:22 left.
And again, I know it's a 13-point lead, but you're still not out of this basketball game.
Absolutely not. As Tommy Franklin will not hit that mid-range J. Took a couple of them tonight, have not got them to fall.
It's a tough offensive night for Franklin, but love that he just keeps responding. He's not checking himself out. He's playing tough on the defensive end, and that's all you can ask for. If the game was easy, everybody would do it. Just good to see him responding, and that's important from a senior leader on a young basketball team, not showing bad body language or emotions when it's not your day.
Agree. As Fleming looks to drive. Fleming with a good move inside, and the sophomore absolutely letting his presence known in this game. Wow. As the Garnets got a good future, Joe.
Little razzle-dazzle from number 42, and I agree with you, Murph. That's a solid core of sophomores between Dillard and Fleming. Very, very impressed with their play, and it looks like as we speak about him, Dillard's going to check in this game.
For the first time this fourth quarter. As Turner looks to work on Beecroft. Beecroft been matched up with Turner all night.
Great defense from Beecroft. Man, has he improved over these past 2 years.
Yeah, it's been, wow. Look at Fleming, man. Just absolutely taking over this fourth quarter right now for the Garnets. He'll go to the line to convert the and one.
He is going to be a problem for the next 2.5 years across South Jersey basketball. And they got him listed at 5'8". I guarantee he grows another couple inches, and he's probably a good 180 pounds. And
yeah.
Just a solid player right now, doing it all for the Garnets.
Yeah, him and Dillard will tear up the Colonial Conference for the next 3 years.
Absolutely, and that looks like a Garnet timeout to talk things over. Up 18 with 2 minutes left. We may be seeing some substitutions here for the Garnets.
Yeah, and the Eagles, as it is a 30-second timeout for the Garnets, and you see big number 54 going into the game for the Garnets, towering over everybody.
Just crazy, the height that they have here.
Yeah, and it showed today. The Eagles, and it showed it on Tuesday too. You know, the Eagles not the biggest team, probably going to be outsized all year. But,
Absolutely, and
you know, as Coach Morrell to the left of me always says, you can only control the controllables, and
right, you're not going to grow overnight, so you're going to have to continue to back to the drawing board. And I know Coach McEwen won't stop until he figures out the right formula. To me, watching this Eagle basketball team the rest of the year has got to be fast-paced, high energy, and it's got to be suffocating defense night in and night out if you want to compete, especially in this conference. Just remember, the Colonial Conference is some of the best basketball in South Jersey.
agreed. You know, storied programs like Haddon Heights, Haddonfield. You know, the Group 1 teams, Paulsboro, Woodbury, always winning state championships.
Absolutely. I saw, to start off the year, you want to talk about a rivalry, Murph. You had Woodbury-Paulsboro Tuesday, Thursday this week, and the Thundering Herd actually took both games from the Red Raiders. I think the Thundering Herd had 4 wins on the year last year, and all of a sudden they picked up 2 early against a big-time rival.
Yeah, as pass there from Fleming will go out of bounds, and it'll be West Effort basketball. Minute and 33 left here in the fourth quarter. 18-point lead for the Garnets. Not looking good, but the Eagles got to show some energy late here.
I couldn't agree more. I was just going to say, down 18, minute 20 to go in the game. Coach McEwen's looking for the guys that want to keep competing. Who's not giving up right now? Who wants to get that last bucket, that last rebound? That's going to earn you those minutes later on in the year right now. He's seeing what he's got. He's seeing what he's getting out of his seniors, and great opportunity for some of these younger guys to really make their presence felt.
And the Garnets JV absolutely lighting this gym up with some energy, as you know, the energy brought from the fans in this game the past couple years between the Garnets and the Eagles have been crazy. The Christmas game last year was so fun, as great drive there from Waters. He puts it in.
Smooth bucket from Waters, but I agree, Murph. These matchups last year, when you couldn't let another person into the gym, that's how packed it was. But, you know, you just got to keep battling. This will be a tough one on a Saturday for the Eagles. You're going to start off the year 0-3, but don't act like you haven't been here before. There's been plenty of slow starts for the Eagles, but again, in a shortened season, it's got to turn around next week. You've got to step up and get one under your belt and keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, and I can tell you firsthand, with a shortened season, there's no time to waste. So, you know, you got to go at them now.
And you've been there, Murph. You know, an Eagle football team that started the year off 0-4.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been basically 3 scrimmages and one game. But rather than that, it's 4 regular season games, and you truly have to get right back to work. There is no downtime. There is no time to feel sorry for yourself. You got to just be excited that you're playing and lace them up again and go right at your next opponent.
Absolutely. As Sergio Morel will take a 3, almost gets the bounce. No good, but look at Sergio with the hustle, putting it in, adding to his stat chart as it's filled up tonight.
I guarantee that's a career high for Sergio Morel. Very excited for him. And just what we talked about, Murph, who's not giving up at the end of the game? I mean, Sergio wanting to get a steal right there, just fantastic.
Shows how much the sophomore wants to compete. As that will end this game, the Garnets escaping the nest with a 62-44 win over your West Deptford Eagles. You know, back and forth for a little bit, Joe, but the Garnets prove that, you know, they're one of the top teams in the Colonial Conference this year.
Absolutely. Their depth, experience, their senior leadership, it certainly showed today. Not to say that the Eagles did not, but that's a complete basketball team over there. They will certainly be making some noise in this shortened pandemic season as a team to beat moving forward.
And some shout-outs for the Garnets. Isaiah Turner, Isaiah Waters, Jashir Brooks, Nick Lucadis with some huge threes, George Duganitz with some big threes, Reggie Dillard, and how about Zaire Fleming making his presence known in the fourth quarter?
Just fantastic. The 2 sophomores doing it all for the Garnets, and then just amazing senior leadership from Isaiah Turner. Waters, Brooks. I mean, they truly did it all. They are a complete basketball team, and like we said, for the Eagles, it's back to work. You can't hang your head on it, and you just keep gaining experience, and you keep fighting through these things.
Yeah, and 2 shout-outs for the Eagles, Nick Beecroft, Sergio Morel. The juniors absolutely doing it tonight for the Eagles, letting everybody know that, they'll be here for the next 2 years.
And that's the fight we're looking for. They're going to continue to battle. They're going to continue to make it interesting, and they're going to compete the rest of the way. And, any Coach McEwen coach team, no matter who's on that roster, he's going to get the most out of them, and this team will continue to improve, and we'll see that over the next couple weeks.
Yes, that'll wrap up our last presentation of the week here on WDTV 08. I believe we'll be back here on Tuesday for some girls basketball. Not sure who they're playing, but, the girls team definitely talented, definitely excited to watch them compete.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an honor to fill in for the Michael Griffith today as he had to work.
Shout out Michael Griffith.
You guys have done a phenomenal job. Shout out to the whole crew over there, CJ Senatore, Kyle Duggs, Dugan, Mr. Kirshner. I know Jaylee Beccaro, Brian Gallagher, just a fantastic job all around. It is an absolute honor and a privilege to be sitting in this chair and being able to share these games with you. And I hope to be filling in sometime down the road. And it's just an amazing broadcast. And
well, you're always invited back, Joe. And we're honored to have you today. Great team, always working. We'll be back with you on Tuesday. So join us then. For me and Joe, we're out.